So back to the playground, which used to be a really annoying map, but has apparently been updated at some point in early access. Frankly, a ridiculous situation on my hands. Some of the local children have come down with a curious and unsightly form of dermatitis, and a few fretful folk have been putting it down to the condition of the recreational facilities. It's all nonsense, of course, but if we could just humour them and give the whole thing a thorough hose down, I'd be most grateful. I mean, you look at the state of it. Has it not rained in a long time or something? Okay. First things first. There's a bench. I mean, you look at how dusty this is. That's a dusty bench. It's like a hot dog. For the cheapest sprayer, this still does a pretty good job of clearing away most things. Get down underneath it, because I assume that I have to. Can't actually see the underside properly, but just assume that everything's filthy. Yep. Okay, so it slopes up on the side, so there we go. Even the rubbish bin. And yet, not the fence, apparently. Who knows? There we are. Alright, I'm not sure quite what I should start with on this one, it's hard to tell. But it's a case of, well, if you start at the very beginning, it is apparently a very good place to start. Keep getting random, like, splash effects showing up. Not quite sure why. It's also does not nearly have the range that I want it to. Clear off the underside as well. Good. Now, how much of this is separate features? Support struts. Guessing the other side as well. The base, perhaps? Yeah, the base is part of it as well. And then there's the ladder going up. Okay. Makes sense. Okay, well, now what am I missing? It feels like I've done that. There we go. Reasonable, good job. The ladder. Looks like it's mostly just the outside rungs. Nope, missing something else. Looks fairly clean, so I'm not quite sure what I've missed. Oh, it's probably just stuff on top. Yeah, looks like it. Ah, come on. I should be able to run up this. Yeah. And that was it. Cool. Now, let's do top of this first of all. Can I get away with the green one? Not well. In fact, terribly. Okay, so we'll do the top part first and then the face of it. Just try and do as much of the rungs as we can from the top side. And then we'll aim up at it underneath to get the rest. It's got to be fairly methodical about it. Really wish the aiming was just direct. I mean, we can get the insides and stuff of this from below anyway. Gotta work our way down these roofs now. Really annoying shapes. So it's all just roof and support struts, which presumably, yeah, I can just kind of half hang over the side here. That's pretty cool. Get me pictures of spider sprayer. Okay. That's the insides of that done. We'll just jump on top of the roof. We're just doing parkour, basically. This is probably not the greatest angle to do a slatted roof like this, because we're going to need to get the sides as well, but hey, whatever. Since we're here, I don't want to go too late on this. We'll see whether or not we can finish this within like an hour and a half or something. Can't remember how long this job took me the first time around. Quite a while, I think. I know the subway was the longest map, I believe, in the early access. I think my video on that is about 3 and a bit hours. That was a big map. And the Treetops house was 2.5, I think. Can't remember how this one stacked up. But either way, we'll try and get through this fairly swiftly. And on the one hand, I could use the ladders and stuff for some of these bits, but half the time it's just annoying placing them and finding a good angle to actually put them on, and then you can't reset them back to where they started. So then you've got to find somewhere else to put them that's out of the way, which is quite annoying. Yeah, alright. And then we can get the side of that from below, probably. May as well just do the top of these bars while I'm thinking of it, while I'm here and everything. Probably still rusty. No, apparently not. Just a bit of grime. Just heavily into the UK music scene. From the late 90s, mid thousands. So we don't have a convenient place to stand like monkey bars for this front bit here. But we'll get what we can from this angle. Actually, if we come down here and crouch, we actually get a really good angle underneath there. It's more the inside bits that we're really trying to get. They'll be hard to get from below. Just like that. And the other side. Right, and jump, and do the opposite. One side of the sunshine, two sides of the sunshine. Super spray of sunshine. Right. And then I believe the underside is also tower roof, so that's what's lacking there. Duh. No. Gah, couldn't save it. Should we find our way back up again? Can we jump up from here? Yeah. Don't even need to do the monkey bar trick. I feel having scaffolding would actually make the most sense on this map instead of trying to lean a ladder against all of these odd angles. Having the scaffolding just next to it would make so much more sense. Can't remember when we first get the scaffolding, so I don't think we get it on the next job either. Next one's the detached house, I think. Might just be the shoe house, I think, might actually be the first map that we get with scaffolding. Either the shoe house or the treetop. So I definitely used it in the treetop one. I was trying to avoid using it, but to get some of the angles underneath, just, yeah, really needed it extra height. Probably get away with the long extension. Can't remember if there was the extensions at that point when I did that first time round. It might have only been the short one, or it might have been because I might have upgraded the washer, so I just couldn't afford the extensions for the next one up. I know for the subway map I was legitimately just using the not the best washer, but that's just because I didn't have the extension for the Pro. And to get the roofs, it was, well, the ceilings, it was much easier to use the longer extension on the 3000 instead. Alrighty. Doing the outside of this is actually going to be quite annoying. We can get a bit of the top-down angles here, but there's going to be bits that I can't easily get from any other angle. Whoop. Maybe it'll be generous and it won't require us to do too much of the bit on the bottom there. But we can just do some spray bys if we need to. Just bounce. Bounce like you're at a techno concert. There we go. See, I'm not sure a ladder would help me much there either. It's the irony. So that's all roof still. The underneath central bit. See, those support struts just going to be really irritating, I think, there. Should be able to do the right hand side one fairly simply. Okay, now do it from the side. Probably use the short extension, but then it would be a narrower track anyway, so you either make a couple of extra passes or you just go a little bit slower. Basically what it comes down to. For this it'll be a lot easier to just take it slow across here. And there's the roof, in fact. Vertical struts. Strutting this stuff. Okay, let's just use a short extension on some of these bits to get the higher sections done. So it's this support strut bit here. Oh, it was quite generous. It did not require us to do the bit on the bottom that we can't see from here, so that's quite handy. We'll need to do the inside of these bits as well, but get the outside out of the way. If you do a good enough job on one side, then you can usually rely on just getting the ding when you come to do it from the other side. And hopefully you shouldn't have to hunt down too many places that have bits that are just not quite finished. Nice. Start on this tower. Swap out the stubby to do these bits here. And yeah, pretty generous on that. Similarly, thought that was dirt for a second, but it wasn't. Verticals. They go all the way down, of course. Do the inside of this. Should give me... It's very generous. I think they might have dialed this back too far. It's giving me dings well before I would expect them for a lot of these features. Given the size, it's like quite a small feature, that wall bit. It's being very generous with it. Now, these bridges can be a bit annoying. Especially with the new targeting. God, that's annoying. Just have to stand back a lot more to actually get the item coverage. And then we'll just have to do these from the other side. Both other sides. Both from the outside and also just the other end of the bridge. I'll do the inside of the support structure, get that out of the way. Yep. And much like the other side, you know what, let's use the aim mode for this. So we don't get just an annoying look angle. Very nice. As we'll do this bit as well. Do the underneath there. Alright. Let's get the sunshine out of the way. You are my sunshine. Not the only one, because there's two in fact on every single tower. And do our back and forwards underneath the tower. There we are. Oh, I didn't do the other side of that. I thought I had for some reason. Just get it to twist on some weird angles while still in aim mode. That's enough of that. We haven't actually done the outsides of these ones yet, so they won't give us anything. But that's fine. We'll pick it up from the outside. To do the rest of that monkey bar rungs as well. Last corner from this top section. That all, yeah, it's all part of just the climbing pole in general. We'll have to go on the outside of it, I imagine, to get most of it. So we'll do the tops of these lower sections that we couldn't reach from on the roof. Excellent. Presumably this guard will mostly be from the other side, that's fine. So this one. Targeting from the air is abysmal, so let's just not bother with that. Okay, so from here we should do this side of the uprights of the bridge and this side of the uprights. Then we'll do the outsides of each bit. And of course the bridge floor is also something you need to do from underneath. Let's just do it like this, I guess. Didn't go as cleanly as I would have hoped. Some weird angles because of the perspective that we're looking at things at. fully expected to have to do the underneath of that. Suppose we may as well do this direction, looking at these bridge elements as well, since we're here. Top railing first. Sides. Bits that we weren't quite close enough for. Tidy up the last little bits there. Now this definitely has an underside to it. Not quite sure why that tower bit didn't. But apparently it did not, so we should be grateful for that. No, we haven't actually done the roof of this tower yet, so we shouldn't get too carried away. Okay. Outside corner of that. We haven't even done this yet. Bing. We have to get a bit of a better angle on that one. Okay. Let's do the underside now. This as much as we can reach at least. Oh, they aren't even individual pieces, it's just the overall structure is technically the monkey bars. So let's chuck on one of the extensions to get a bit of a more powerful beam. And these bits here. Yeah, apparently that was good enough, as was that. Wonder what the pole guard is missing. That's looking pretty clean. Maybe the tops might not have quite got enough on the top of it. How the tower floor underside is a separate feature that explains that. This has already taken us almost half an hour. This might have been a longer map than I remembered. That's a worry. So we do know pretty well what we're doing these days, so there's that. But it'll still take a while. I'm gonna start getting these struts marked off, hopefully. We'll have to do the insides of them as well, of course. The mayor's cat Ulysses is missing. Well done to look out in time for the festival. We won't have spring till he's put that hat on. What? This is the supposed lore slash story or something. If I had to wear that hat, I'd go missing. So there's the cat that you see in the backyard mission that I believe is meant to be the mayor's cat that then just disappears. It's kind of weird. Someone thought it was a good idea to have some sort of thread tying things together. It's kind of amusing. I mean, it's something, which is kind of nice. Ooh, wrong button. Ding, 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 ding. 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 Apparently not ding. Sad. Oh, that one worked. Seems not enough on the other side of the first wooden one. Which is interesting. There's really not much left to get on that. But apparently enough just to prevent me from getting that satisfaction. But it's a close thing, that's for sure. Okay, we're gonna have to go back up onto the roof for those. Wonder if I can snipe off the last bit I need on that one from here. No, because I don't know what I'm missing on it. Maybe some bits along the top. I mean, those are all satisfying. Ah, the tic-tac-toe dice. That's right. Kind of annoying they don't spin when you spray them. That would make them really annoying to clean, I grant you, but I feel it would be appropriate. Right. Now we could do the top of the other tower first, but we may as well just try and finish off this tower entirely, I think. Should just be a case of getting the angle from underneath now on that stuff. That's that bit done. Don't know what the platform is wanting from me at this point. Very little, it turns out. Once again, as soon as I ask her a rhetorical question, it just gives it to me. It's like one of those things you follow with a buzzer on a stick. Right. Nice. So we'll do this side of these for now. Come in at this side because of where the bar is. Then we should be able to get the rest from this side now. Yep. 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 It's satisfying when it all comes together like that. Still have the short extension on, which we don't really need while we're underneath here. There we go. Just a steady cavalcade of dings at this point. Lovely. Put on the stubby, get a better angle. Shouldn't need the extension on this. Okay, that's as much as I can look up. There we go. 25% done. 37 minutes through. Not promising. Well, we can start doing, just take a little bit of a break from those larger features and do another bench. Why not? Okay. Side, profile, rear. And other side. And the top of the seat. And done. Okay, we could do the merry-go-round, I guess. Why not? It's a really annoying shape, this. It's quite an irritating design. Also doesn't spin, which is a bit disappointing. I guess we can just kind of do the arc around like that, which is quite pleasing. That glare, on the other hand, is not as pleasing. We just leave it slightly dirty so we don't have to put up with that. Get a better angle from various parts looking through the middle at the bottom there. Center plug is apparently cleaned. And the rest we should be able to get from the outside anyway. These handlebars are quite annoying. See, it's like, what am I even missing on that? Oh yeah, the outside, of course. So I guess we can do that first. At least that's in partitions. Can't remember if it used to be or not. So either way with these handlebar bits, you're still going to have to get it from the other side. Nice. least get a bit of a blast from there. Guess we don't necessarily need the front edge of it. Okay, so it's just so long as we're getting that bit. That's all of them. Let's finish doing these downside bits. Downside? Underside. Back in English sometimes. Yeah, that glare is so annoying. Yes. So I should really finish off the middle bit first, but I got a bit distracted on the exterior. Yeah. Could have called it just exterior ring or something, would have been a bit more clear for other people. Small blue floor, yes, so yeah, the floor has been partitioned, which is nice. I don't mind it being a large feature necessarily, but it's more just the sheer size of it rather than how it's partitioned. Generally, I think people would agree, though, that they prefer to have more dingable features. The floor edge is a separate feature as well. No idea if this is working very well or not. Seems to be. Maybe doing it like this might actually work better. Trying to do up and down, we'll just do the side to side. Get a bit closer to these. I feel the edging is going to end up pretty generous because it's quite large. Do we need to do this side as well to get the... yeah, you do, to get the leading edge of it. Some weird reflections from some things around here too. A bit strange. Okay. Guess we can do it this way instead. Did they put a gnome on this map, I wonder? I have a feeling they put one on most maps now. I wonder where it would be. I don't see it on the slide, which is kind of where I expected it to be. Just push everything towards the red bit there. That's how it works, isn't it? Maybe. Nice. Large red floor. Okay. And the floor edge keeps going. Nice big yellow circle. Clear that away. Do have to be reasonably close to it. Never actually get to see the type of dirt I'm cleaning away when it's working like this. Because the reticle itself is never on any, because it just gets all cleaned before we even get a chance to see what it is. That's a big blue feature. Probably work away from the playground a little bit. Shame that this just keeps going when it could probably have just had a break at this point here. Just have a different color continue on for the section where the line could be here for the red section. Oh well. Alrighty. Now we need to do the leading edge of these still. Alright. Should we do some more of the towers, maybe? I don't know. I feel we've done this tower, so we may as well do the floor that's underneath it now. Seems reasonable. Just a random arbitrary back spray section there. Use that as the current line. Excellent. Hope you enjoy the music. Nice chill vibes. Haven't really mastered the art or even practiced the art of doing some local recording and rudimentary editing. I can hold my golf buggy's sword like you wouldn't believe. Yeah, nah, we ain't putting this on hold. You'll wait your turn. Gave you details to a colleague who needs a hand with a new place. That's the detached house. Getting 2 jobs at once is kind of weird. I feel they could have staggered that something. Maybe given the golf buggy at 1 star and the other one at 2 stars, perhaps. A thought. This is a weird shape for the green floor. It extends all the way around. It's a bit annoying, so we won't finish this off necessarily straight away. We might just get to the edge of this climbing frame and then work our way back with the red. Worry about just doing the bits directly around the other features that we're doing. We can worry about tidying them up after we've done some more. Once again, we're going to have to do the other side of this exterior bit to capture the leading edge of the floor edge. But that's fine. Kind of nice if the edge was broken up into bits so it kind of stopped at the corner. Okay, we are getting there slowly. Probably far enough away from the tower now to stop doing this bit. Move on to this bit and just sweep our way down the pattern slightly. And then we have to move on to the red one. It's a weird circle. And then we should do the rest of the other tower, probably. Work our way down to the grounds around that as well. Kind of annoying that it doesn't stop here somehow, with a bit of an overlap of the blue and yellow, perhaps. Kind of nice. Right. How are we going up here? You're not dirt, are you? No. Okay. Vertical strut must be just on the inside now. Support strut will be also on the inside. All of these things will end up just being on the inside. Underneath bit under these. I should do this bit too, actually, come to think of it. May as well clear out this channel while I'm here. It's still not enough to actually get the green bit to ding. I may have broken it down into some smaller chunks, but some of them are still pretty large. Quite enough color intersections. Okay, let's do the sides of the tic-tac-toe cubes just to get them out of the way. And the other side, which I've already done on some of it, looks like. Yeah. Alright. Do the other side of this climbing rope bit, which is a bit tricky. I mean, do the side on of the ropes as well while I'm at it. Still need to hit that from the other side a bit better, I think. Hard to do better than that from this angle. Almost halfway there, and we're almost an hour into it. Maybe this one was 2 hours after all. Trying to speed through it reasonably quickly, but good things do take time. I don't imagine this one will end up being that different to my initial run at this map. Ding, ding, ding. Oh. Those tic-tac-toe bits are pretty satisfying, not gonna lie. Some of those will actually be interesting to kind of watch back my original video of this and see what order I actually did things in, and whether or not it looks like I've learnt better techniques since then. Yeah. And also just how the map has changed in terms of the different floor elements and stuff. And having the aim mode is certainly nice to not just throw the camera around quite so much when you're doing features like this, so you're not tossing backwards and forward all the time. Over this side. Perfect. Clear out this bit of the blue from underneath here. Fantastic. We haven't actually done the front of this bit yet. The ropes all nice and clean. Yeah, the ropes aren't even separate. Try and get it on the right angle. It's really annoying with the net in the way. Guess we got there in the end for most of it. Why are you not? There we go. Once again, as soon as you question it, then it'll give it to you. Green keeps going all the way underneath things. It'd be kind of nice if they sort of just stopped at various points. Like, if it goes underneath this tower, then this should be like the end of that section, right? But instead, it's the whole thing. Alright, we missed a couple of bits on the slats there, didn't we? I believe it's probably from the top we need to get that. Yep. Ditto with the bridge itself. Yep. This side is done. Cool. We need to jump onto this first and then we can get across here. Actually, we should first down to this corner here and get the underside of these sections. And still getting a good angle on the top side of most of these sections. Other corner. Through that, get through these. It just makes it much quicker to do these from the other side. We know it'll be fairly generous already. Just make sure. Alrighty. Now we can jump across. And now we should swap the nozzle there. Is it even worth doing it this way when we're already going to be doing things from this side anyway? Probably not, to be perfectly honest. Once again, let's just aim mode it. I guess it's less awkward when it gets to this bit. Doesn't really make too much difference to me one way or the other still. Move over this pretty quickly and it still gets clean, which is really nice. Even nicer if the roof was in like 2 halves. Just saying. When you're in that aim mode, you can just move the cursor to the edge of the screen and it'll just move it gradually in that direction to a certain extremity. One side done. Yeah, we just stand in midair, as you do. Just over halfway, and we're just over an hour through, so we're still tracking pretty poorly on that. But I just know that the rest of it isn't much easier. It takes as long as it takes, really. The most you can do is just not waste too much time running between features, doing double movement over things, just doing it in a reasonably quick succession is key. Looking down again. But there it is. Basically like a certain lower limit of this is how long it takes to clean these features. And like I can move slightly faster over this stuff, but I feel by doing so I'm increasing the chances I have to, yeah, you can see I'm just kind of missing bits then, so then I have to just go over it again anyway. So taking it slow and steady tends to be the winning strategy. Similar metric in terms of I could swap to the green nozzle, but then I might still have to do a couple of extra passes, so I might as well just stick with the yellow. Does a good job, that's for sure. Oh, well, that's the top of the roof done. Try and get a bit of a oblique unique angle at things here. Just for amusement's sake. Don't know why words are so difficult just then. That's not worked. This is what I mean about wasting time. So we'll just do this instead for now. So that should be that, yep. Get the support struts done, which is nice. That's also nice. Oh, we haven't done the outside, of course. We should do the outside first, really. So, what are we trying to do? Let's go down to this corner here. Oh, we're not really going to get a proper angle at doing anything. Yeah, never mind. We didn't need to on the other ones anyway. The roof was fairly generous. The support struts was just kind of a case of just doing what we can from the outside. Looking this direction, and then once we're inside, it cleared off the rest for us anyway. Yeah, once again, we're just seeing spots when we try and go too fast, so we just take it slow instead. That did work. Right. Run up the slide. Let's see how forgiving this support strut side of things is this time. Quite, it turns out, quite. Chuck on A mode and do my best dot matrix printer impression. It is a little bit further away than I'd like, so actually, you know what, let's just do the short extension just to make sure that it's doing a good job. It'll mean it describes a slightly narrower channel as we move things back and forth, but it does at least seem to mean that it's clearing things away more reliably, so long as I do a decent overlap. Right, so they'll depend on just doing the outside now. We already did the outside of that one. Okay, and now let's do this way. Once again, you have to either go super slowly or just take our time a little bit going over some of the predefined ones. This is distracting music. Oh, we're so close on the roof. I wonder what we're missing. That's what we're missing. See, I know we're on the chill music station, but getting some more upbeat bits like this is really appreciated. Especially this time of night. If I drift off to sleep and just end up just sleep power washing, then that'll be amusing. Wouldn't put it past me, to be honest. I'm gonna watch back over the VOD when highlighting this and probably come across bits where I've just rambled on about stuff half asleep. Should be fun. That's doing to the outside of those. I think I did the outside of these though. Yep. Yep. Very nice. Steps here. Right, let's just do aim mode again. It is nice being able to just follow the lines of the planks at least. Never know whether or not these footprints are from me or other people. Oops. There's a weird little reset thing because it knocked into something, I imagine. Oh, we're so close. It's just because of all of the things on this side. There's the extraordinary Dr. PowerWash, we've got details from Cal, we've got a dirty old house. Ah, that's the detached house referral, of course. Right, that's pretty good on those. Still would either use these fancy pants shock absorbing rubber compound for the playground flooring and good old fashioned creosote. Excuse me? I remember that guy. The park warden is a bit of an interesting chap. It's just to say that he might actually just be insane. Is he the one who was investigating Bigfoot? I can't remember if that was him or someone else. I don't know if it was actually the park warden or not. Regale us with some facts about creosote at some point, I think. If not now, then in a future map. This will at least be the last kind of fiddly piece to do in terms of this tower. And the accoutrements on the other side, at least. Then it's just slogging through the big areas of the floor and getting through the Stegoslide on the other side. My intention is to leave the slide till last. Something has to be left to last. May as well be the distinguishing feature. Right. That'll need to be done on the inside. Bothers me that I'm not able to target these very well because of the board being in the way. It would be nice if you could just kind of move some things out of the way when you're doing jobs like this. It's like the outdoor swing seat cushions in the backyard one. It'd be a case of if you could just pick them up, drop them down, just have them snap back into place when you drop them in the right place again. Would have thought it would be possible. I mean, they have snapping for the things like the ladders and stuff like that, so clearly it's something they can do. I guess we'll leave that red bit for a while, because I think that's pretty much around the whole exterior of the map anyway. We've done this from the other side, so the arc would actually be a bit better in terms of pushing outwards as opposed to blasting inwards. But whatever. Okay. I can do all of that from the inside now, I think. Probably even do some of this from the inside. We'll do this edge first from here. Okay, never mind. Guess we'll just ding it now. Ding now or forever hold your peace. Again, we'll leave the red till last. Just breathed on that one, a ding. That has to be done from the other side. Ah, that's right, there's a little canopy there. Over this half of the underside. This quarter, I guess. So we'll turn around and do a bit above me from the other side there. Let's just clear these vertical struts out like that. Do the end bits here. Spin this way to do these struts. Seems these have a bit more that need to be done still. Look this way again. Now look down, now look back to me. I'm on a unicorn. Seems I didn't do the other side of the trim. Interesting. I've gone from that upbeat one before to this one, which is, it's nice, don't get me wrong, but that's why the trim was the whole length. This is a nice track, but yeah, a little bit more energetic wouldn't go amiss. But hopefully you'll enjoy it. There's a little tabletop there. Well, that's that half pretty much done. I have to do the underside of the slide as well. This side we haven't done the exterior of. At least get a good angle. Doing the whole underside here, since it's kind of inset, we've got these little barrier bits on either side. Right, now work our way back. And now the other side. Hopefully this underside should be done soon. Just gonna do the inside of these cracks here, it looks like. I guess we can do it going this way now. Yeah, it seems you need to do the inside bits here. There we go. It's getting a bit demanding. Yeah, now we'll just clean our way back from here. We need to do everything on the outside from the right. So just clean the tops of these because they might prove important. So we'll just continue on with the outside of this upright here. And also the rest of this blue bit here. Working its way towards another yellow circle. That means it's gonna, yeah, it keeps going all the way around. Well, we can do at least as far as this or something. And we can do the yellow circle. We still have the extension on, we don't need that. Not for this. Even the green works its way through. Okay. Down. Get this vertical strut done, hopefully. No, apparently not. Did we not do the inside of this or something? Yeah, we did. That's weird. That done. Get this done. Good. Yeah, right here. Slide guard is apparently still not done. This section here, and that should ding there. This goes all the way along, so that won't ding just yet. We didn't do the inside of this one for some reason. Oops. There we are. There's the slide guard done. That support strut is apparently wasn't done. But now it is. Do the tabletop. We have to do the underside of that as well, of course. Slide guard. Oh, that's the platform. Good. Up wall, which is slightly hidden by this shelter bit here. There's the upright. Oh, we managed to get a good enough angle on it, it seems. Good. This slide guard will need just a little bit of TLC there, that's the one. The slide itself will need to be done in stages, I think. We'll just do it gradually, work our way across, that's fine. Let's just stand on this guard bit to get a good angle on the side there. Because otherwise it wasn't going to give it to me because of the position of my washer. It's where it's annoying that you can't just like swap hands. You don't have a shortcut to be able to just swap between left and right hand for holding the power washer. Like, I'm right hand dominant, but I feel I could hold it in my left hand just to get a better angle on something temporarily. Doesn't seem like a stretch of the imagination. How much more is there left on this slide? Not much. Oop. There's a bit right down here. There we are. Excellent. So clear away some of the floor there until it doesn't let me. To the underside here. Underside of the tabletop. These little spinny stools here. The underside of the shelter. Wall. Trim. Stools. What am I missing? I bet I haven't even done the top. Oh, the bar is actually even included as the stools. But yes, I haven't done the top of them, so I should do that first. Because it turns out that's all I needed to do. Excellent. Clear away the rest of this bit of green here. Nice. Bit of Sprite branding there. Get this red bit away here. Let's do it in small stages. I think I essentially did that anyway the first time I did this. Just for my own sake. I can't remember if they were separate features. I have a feeling it was all just playground floor or something like that. But I think I did it in kind of colored bands and features anyway. Do that with a blue circle, I guess, next. Climbing pole's done, good. %75 done at an hour and a half. That kind of tracks. Ding. Certainly does just get to a point where it's like, well, I just can't do this any faster. It'll take as long as it takes. Hey, Jacko177, welcome, welcome. How goes it? It goes alright. Just doing a bit of late night cleaning. It's gonna take another half hour or so to finish this job off, I think, and then we'll be calling it. I don't think I have a follow age command set up. It might be a Nightbot exclusive thing, or I might just have to tell Cloudbot how to do it properly. Just haven't bothered. It's generally not useful information, so... Can't remember how I met it. Well, these things happen. Might have been a similar stream, might have been one of my earlier Truck Sim streams where I used to play that in the evenings. Haven't done that in a while. That might be something I get into. Something with Streamlabs. Yeah, I don't use like the Streamlabs program as such, but yeah, CloudBot is the Streamlabs version of Nightbot, and that's all I usually use. So yeah, it'll be something I just have to set up probably, but I generally can't be bothered. I have some custom commands, but generally when I've seen people use FollowAge, it usually just becomes a kind of spam thing. I think you can usually click on the thing. It was through Redux, that would do it. Guy made his Discord. Okay, nice. Stream elements. Yeah, I don't know. So I use CloudBot, which is Streamlabs' thing, because I originally did actually use Streamlabs OBS way back, and then I swapped to using OBS Studio pretty quickly. Haven't seen his streams in ages. Yeah, Ruby's been streaming on and off. I think they've been getting back into a bit of Subnautica now and again. I think just life stuff, you know, life gets busy. I know how that feels. Streaming's kind of my refuge away from life stuff, so you know. I still do it as much as I can because it's a welcome distraction. Or at the very least just doing like recordings and then just chucking them on YouTube anyway. Then Twitch is the one that actually is monetized, so it's the one that I should be focusing on more. It's just harder to get that time right. Now, do we do all the flooring first? Oh yeah, here's the facts back here, so from the Nutty Park Warden. Do we do all of the flooring first, or do we do the stego first? I was going to leave the stego till last, but I think it makes the most sense to do that before I do the floor that it's sitting on. So, there's that. So we might do this, the large red outdoor bit. I have to pop in again, still a mod. Mod for Ruby's Discord or stream? I don't think I ever have been. Moderator for Subnautica, yes. Even though I don't play it as much, I still do the bingo every fortnight. That's how I keep my toe in, essentially. And like to be engaged with the community. In between the other games. Yeah, bingo's good fun. Been there a long time? Yeah. I think I became a mod after I started, a moderator after I started doing Hundo. Because they needed some extra hands, because as often happens in speedrunning communities, those who once were really active and did the moderations and verifications kind of lose interest, move on to other things. I mean, I was falling way behind on actually doing verifications. We got Yoshi in recently as part of the moderator team to help do some verifications of runs, because we just weren't getting around to it otherwise. Too much life stuff getting in the way. Things are starting to stabilize a little bit more on my ends, hopefully, fingers crossed. 100% runs. We started doing streams at 5 AM. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Ruby's hundo streams were legendary, that's for sure. They went very long. I didn't manage to catch most of them because it was usually while I was at work, and that was when I was working in an office still. Now I work from home, so I can catch streams during the day. But it still depends on what time zones are like, the time of year. I haven't been keeping good track of how much this floor edge is actually done, and it's a harder thing to tell when it's clean. We just need to concentrate on the red bit still first, and if we go this direction doing the red ring, then we'll come back and do the edge the other direction. And that should get us there. Such a big feature. It is an advantage, or it is a step up from the just playground floor that it used to be, but oh boy. Finally got some more active music again. Still chill, but with a little bit more tempo, which is nice. Big giant circles, that's the one. They do some good stuff. Whoa, bing, there we go. Bright flash of light. I need to get back into doing more of the bingo runs that I used to do, where in addition to whatever objectives I was doing for the actual like fortnightly submission, just go and do some of the other sets just for the fun of it. We've expanded it to below 0 now as well, so that'd be something to get into. Gonna go sleep now. It was nice stopping by. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, get yourself a good rest, hopefully. It's pushing 1 AM here, so this has taken me longer than I expected. Classic mistake. Okay. We'll leave the rest of the floor now until last. 87%. Let's just check. What are we missing? Climbing pole guards. Okay. These bits here. What about you is not done? Whatever it was, it's clean now. Large bridge slats. You. Why are you not clean? Basically, I just want to make sure that the bits that I'm intending to leave till last are actually the ones done last. Probably am again. Thanks. Also from New Zealand, I am indeed. What did I miss of the... Oh, I haven't done this whole floor here. Yeah, I was meaning to start streaming a little bit earlier tonight. I'm kind of hoping to fit into like a 10 till 12 time slot at some point. But things went a little bit late what we were watching, so it happens. And then this map took longer than I expected because I'd forgotten how just big it is. What am I missing of you? Ah, just a little bit on the seams. There. Ruby streams like 5 AM? Quite possibly, yeah. So, which is when I used to be leaving to go to work. Alright, Stegoslide. Let's get started on you, shall we? Yeah, back when I actually had an in-office job, that was a hell of a commute. It was good. Get up at 5:30, get on a train. Glad to be rid of that. Finished your stream, only one stream away from affiliate. Nice. Shortest possible time you can do it, yeah. Yeah, if you've already got a good kind of following that you can rely on to get the required followers and the average watches per stream, then the bar for getting monetizable on Twitch is nice and low. I know that I didn't even think I was going to get it at one point. I certainly didn't aim for it, but then it was a case of, well, if I just actually just focus on this, then I can make this happen. And if you've got, let's say, any amount of following, I mean, all you need is just 2 other people to watch you reliably, and then enough people to just drop a follow. So, yeah. Ah, you've got a chatting account and a streaming account. Right. I just use the one. I know some people like to keep it separate, which is fair enough, but I prefer to just keep it all in one. That way if I'm in someone else's channel and doing some chatting, then, and like I use my own emotes and stuff, so, because obviously you can't do that otherwise. Then if people like my emotes, they can see where I got them from. 45 followers, nice. Yeah, I mean, depending on what you're streaming, you just gotta hit the right bit of popularity, and yeah, followers definitely take off. I just like that it's a much lower bar than it is for likes of, to monetize YouTube you need 1,000 subscribers, which is a little bit more annoying to get hold of. Especially since the platform is like less directly engaging anyway. Makes it a bit tough. You can just gift your other account a sub, this is true. But you'd have to give it like a tier 3 sub and stuff like that, and if you have cheer badges and stuff like that, you can't use those without cheering that amount, and that gets expensive, and Twitch takes a cut of everything, so whereas as the streamer you do get access to everything. It's gonna start with 1,000 subs. Oh yeah, I mean, I've been just putting my videos on YouTube for few years now, and I'm only like 350 or something. I mean, I also don't really do anything to advertise it, or I don't make sure to play the most popular games or anything like that, so I mean, it is a hobby for me. I'm not attempting to really make it into something big, so if you really push at it, then I'm sure that you'd get there quicker, but it's definitely the sort of thing that requires a lot of investment. It's just, yeah, just time. It's disillusioning sometimes as well when you see like some channels that have a huge number of subs and stuff, that then you watch some of their videos because they come up in your suggestions if they're doing similar sort of content, and you go, I'm sure my stuff is better than this. But hey, everything's subjective. Hey, sleepy dino. Giving you a good clean. Do aim mode for these bits, I guess, so I'm not shaking around too much. Made the mistake of selecting that thing down on the bottom, and now it's just keeping on flashing at me until I clean it. But I can't be bothered turning it off again. It's a really annoying achievement on this level to push a ball up the slide. I did get it eventually, so I'm not going to try and do it again. But that was a bit of a chore. Yeah, catch you later, Jacko. Thanks for coming along. Hope to see you again. And good luck on affiliate. Let's work our way down the slide. Used to actually be able to just slightly slide down this, just with a bit of friction, but I think they fixed that. You are meant to be wearing professional shoes that wouldn't slip after all, so safety first. Oh, that's the inside done. Bothers me that the spines are not separate things. Be really nice. So now we've got to get down and dirty underneath the dinosaur. Tickle its belly. Who likes belly rubs? You do. Stegoslide. Who's been a good Stegoslide? Can't even get all the way in underneath it, which kind of makes it annoying to get the right angles of things. We'll do what we can from this side, and then we'll work on the other side. Hopefully it'll be reasonably forgiving for me anyway. Other features on this map have been very forgiving when it comes to just dinging. There we go. Yes, perfect. And now let's do the green circle underneath. Just do this side and then we'll do the other side, I guess. Keep accidentally hitting my thumb button. I almost need to actually bind that to something like the auto spray or something. Okay, let's finish off this here. And then we've just got the last two bits to do. Yeah, there we go. We now have the checklist. First, small blue floor. Should probably do it from standing on the inside and working around, but whatever. Down. And then we need to just work our way around the other side. This big blue ring done. I don't think it calls this the small blue floor. I don't see this as being small. Medium, maybe. I guess it's smaller than one of the other ones, but... Blue ring, perhaps? Cool. And then I'll actually do the... Stand up, please. I'll actually do the floor edge first, even though it doesn't actually make as much sense to do that as such. Actually, no, we'll do the yellow first, and then we'll do the edge. Just trying to think of how best it'll look on the time lapse. The time lapses that I really wish that you could actually save as a GIF, but you can't. Nice if you could just download them. Because they're pretty pleasing, must be said. Like, it takes the time to render it and everything. I feel if you could have the option to save it, that would be really nice. I don't know whether or not you can just go back into like your finished campaign ones and replay the animation, but probably not. Let's just work our way down a bit. This sort of fashion now. It's like a reverse colouring in, basically. Let's do this way now. That's a bit steady, I think. I do wish there was, like, when you have it in the aim mode, that there was a better way to just twist. Like Q and E or something like that, but E is to bring up your menu, and Z and X are to rotate things when you have them picked up. But then if you have them picked up, you're not in aim mode, so it'd be nice if you could have both. Okay, now we just gotta do the floor edge, and then we are done. Finally, we will be done. There we go. It's certainly a very large job to throw at you this early on, and it's annoying. Well, I guess I did have a couple of other jobs open up while I was doing it, at least, but I hate leaving a job unfinished, so. But we are done. That looks pleasing. Just all the colours just slowly appearing. And I was right to finish with the dinosaur, because that was the right angle. I'll admit there may have been the odd flake of dirt here and there, and aren't there just so many colours in this world? Too many perhaps. Got those bleeding warrior words off my back, and for that I cannot thank you enough. You could pay me more. $600 for a 2-hour job is a bit measly, to be honest. Cool, well, we're going to leave it there. And we'll pick up next time with these two, basically. And we'll continue to work our way through with the basic washer only. So, see you next time.